So, as you guys have probably heard, Iron Mouse has left Vshojo. She has left it after Vshojo. Yes, Vshojo owes her an incredible amount of money. And the IDF on top of that. Owes her and the IDF an incredible amount of money. 500,000, by the way. Vshojo. Yeah, I don't know. Vshojo. Either way. So, to get everyone back up on speed on what's been happening since yesterday. Let me turn the music a little bit quieter. I don't really have words that can properly express how I feel.
It's so Vshojo ever.
Oh my god. I should mute alerts. I'm muting alerts. Iron Mouse comes out and says, I don't really have words that can properly express how I feel. I feel like saying thank you to everyone is not enough, but thank you to all so much for your kindness. My heart is so full, it feels like it's going to explode. You are truly amazing. I'm gonna cry now, bro. I'm so happy for her. This was a couple hours ago. This was in the morning. Like 12 hours ago-ish. 744k raised. Now it's at 873k raised. Which is just amazing. To get it right out of the way, since someone just before we started talking about it asked, yes, Cinder has donated 6,666 USD. I was asked if I think if she's trying to regain, like, public favor or anything. I don't think so. I think we can just take it as her doing a donation, and that's good enough. Right? Sure, you could argue she didn't have to put her name in there, but who cares? It's 6k for charity. Who the fuck cares? It's a good deed. Either way, let's get up to speed. So, you guys had also asked me, wait, Queso reacted to it? So, here, quick Queso clip.
Yo, Egghead with 500 bits. Did you see Iron Mouse left her talent agency today? She said they owe over $500,000 to the Immune Deficiency Foundation. I did see that. I was like legitimately like, bro, there's no way they did my homie Iron Mouse like that. I was hurt, no joke. I did see that. That was crazy though. Yo, shit. Yo, Egghead.
Yeah, that's about what he said. Since some people wanted to see it. Do we have confirmation that donation was actually sent? No, of course not. People can just put in anyone's name. So no, we don't. We just gotta take it as it is. Either way, that was Queso. Now, ever since yesterday, everyone's tags is gone. Thank you, Rima, for providing the tweet. So I don't have to open up everyone by themselves. Everyone removed it. They're all gone. They all removed it. All members left. And if we go to Vshojo, bro, they don't have any affiliates anymore. The only affiliate is Vshojo Japan, and even the Japanese talents left. Even the Japanese talents left. Even Nova left. VTube, yes. Vshojo is the first VTuber company to have 0 VTubers! Isn't that fun? Either way, super quick, KoAlan revealed during her stream that she hasn't been paid by Vshojo since September. The amount, by the way, in the price range of a fucking Ferrari. So 150k to 500k. This is fucking insane. What she did, KoAlan brought the Japanese CEO onto her stream. She talked to him about things, she asked him questions. And don't get mad at the Japanese CEO. It sounds like he feels fucking embarrassed for what happened, right? He is not at fault for what happened. He's not so much a CEO, more of a regional manager. And he did get paid. And he said the Japanese money was okay. What's crazy is that KoAlan asked, so you could have paid me? He said yes. She said, where's my money? And just no response. And she then just fucking quit. She just quit. She was in preparation to quit anyway. But she just quit at that point right away. It's insane. Now this I just saw earlier. And this one is insane. Sea Dog, that's Connor, pulled the prices for advertising in Shinjuku Station. If you didn't see that, I actually should find a picture of that. Oh, it's right here. This is what they did, by the way. Talent freedom. This is in Shinjuku Station. This is on multiple pillars. So, what Connor did was he pulled up the math of it. Or he pulled up the pricing of it. And then Rima did the math. One pillar for 7 days is 40 million yen. Roughly 270,000 USD. So that means all pillars, 7 days, 200 million yen. Roughly $1.3.6 million. Is this even real or is my math way off? Now, I suck at math, so correct her if she's wrong. But that's insane. Even for one pillar for 7 days, to spend that much on talent freedom. Someone said he misread the number, misplaced the zero, if I recall correctly, still expensive, so it's like a zero less. So it's 27,000 instead of 227,000. Sounds more realistic, but still a huge amount of money. Not you guys, a company should never advertise themselves by making themselves look better than their competitors. That is always going to be a disaster. Remember that fucking company? It was like a coffee company or something that advertised themselves on the GamerSup's post saying, at least we don't work with Nazis. Something like that. And now they got banned. Yeah. Don't do that. It's never gonna end good. Never gonna end well. Zen hinted at the G4 stuff. Exactly. Yeah. I was watching Zen's video on it yesterday, or like the stream, whatever. And I knew from the start that something is up with G4. All she could say was G4. She couldn't say anything else because the NDAs are so crazy that any sort of form of defamation is instantly just gonna get them in trouble. Zen said G4, and I always suspected, like, my suspicion is that Vshojo, the company, just pulled all the talents out of their GamerSup's contracts without them even knowing and just signed up with G-Fuel because G-Fuel just offered them a better deal. G-Fuel energy drink brand, the one that PewDiePie works with. Yeah. So, yeah. Either way, speaking of Vshojo, if we go to the store page is down. Store page down. Interesting. Certify here again. Now, we're gonna quickly talk about a handful of tweets from people that had already left Vshojo, namely Silvervale, Vey, and Nyanner. My heart goes out to all of communities affected by this recent news. I know that it's surprising and heart-wrenching for a lot of people. There's a lot I wish I could say, but I signed a pretty aggressive NDA. They made my mom sign it too? Bro. How? And we're gonna talk about the contracts in a little bit too. We're gonna talk about them in a little bit too, right? But how do you even get the mom? Why? Why? Aggressive NDAs is a bad sign. It is. Why the mom? That's what we all want to know. It sounds so insecure. It does. And you know what's the funny part? Now we're gonna talk about this in a little bit when we cover Shy Lily. But the funny part is that Vshojo told Shy Lily that they operate on trust basis. So just keep that in mind. Just keep that in mind. When we get to it, okay? All I can say is that it's been bad for a long time, and I warned everyone as much as I could. It was so much worse than you could imagine. The VTubers make the agency, not the other way around. To take advantage of those who trusted you is vile. Never derive your value from an agency. Believe in yourself, your content, because you're worth so much more than you can imagine. Absolutely beautiful statement from her. And yeah, Silvervale was one of the first ones to pull out of Vshojo back in, I don't know, a year or two ago at this point. So did Nyanner, so did Vay. Speaking of Vay, indie bitches. This was posted in April 26, by the way. Yeah, here, April 26, 2023, when they got in, when they went to indie, right? So she quotes this. I'll repost it again. Let me grab the link. I'll look at it in a second. I'll open it. We'll look at it right after we're done with this. So, looks like nothing changed between 2023 and 2025 in terms of how the org management moves, LMFAO. Couldn't and still can't say shit because of their god-awful NDA that I had to sign. I legally can't badmouth the company. But at least everyone now knows the reason why we left. So, in regards of like badmouthing the company, like, obviously you'd have to like talk to a lawyer about it, right? Like, I'm not a lawyer, but like, I would think if you just present facts on what happened, that's not badmouthing. That's not badmouthing at all. That's just presenting facts. It's not saying this was so shit of them. That's just saying they owe me money. You know what I mean? I don't think that's badmouthing, you know. I don't think in the lawfully it wouldn't. NDA covers facts too. But I guess it's how it's covered in the NDA then. Either way, here, Vay was found. I don't know in which chat this was, but you guys posted this one in my Discord too. Vay posts this. The narrative Vshojo cheap went with was our boyfriends made us and we were greedy, OM. They didn't know we didn't get paid for sponsors between 2021 and 2023. They didn't get paid for the sponsors they did. For 2 years straight. Bro, that would include the fucking Smite one, wouldn't it? They all got skins in Smite.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So they probably never got paid for that either.
Probably not.
That's insanity. That's insanity. Either way, here's a short clip about Nyanner talking about it. Nyanner claims Vshojo did not pay her.
Literal years was that stream, the one that I got swatted during. It just like, it felt like a kick. So I could get out of there. So that was like one of the like glimmers of hope. I was like, you know what? I went through all that, but at least I'll get paid. And wouldn't you know it? Like, one of the many things that they had failed to pay me for over the course of literal years was that stream, the one that I got swatted during. It just, like, it felt like a kick.
Okay, so, Nyanner, for a little bit of more context, I couldn't find the tweet with it anymore. Nyanner got swatted at one point during one of his sponsored streams. And Vshojo told her to keep streaming so the swatter wouldn't know he succeeded. Swatted for what? People are retarded, is all I can tell you. She got swatted. She got swatted. Vshojo told her to just keep streaming so the swatter didn't know he succeeded. And, as you just heard, she didn't even get paid for it. That's ridiculous. Swatting is still a thing that was back in 2022 or something. That was forever ago. This insanity, man. Swatting in most beliefs. To me, it is a Minecraft attempt. It is! No! Swatting is an attempt on someone's life. It just is. People have perished because of swatting. It's an insanity. Either way, let me look at the link Mr. Joe just gave us. Just a second. Amemiya Nazuna. When I debuted with Vshojo, there was a ton of overseas listeners and 5,000 people showed up for my Twitch debut stream. I once talked about how I wish the Vshojo challenge would stop rating me without permission because of the sheer number of people. I also told them I wanted more Japanese talents to join, and after a year, Natsuna, who doesn't speak English, has been doing it alone on Twitch. What? Okay, this is a little bit lost in translation, I think. So I don't exactly know. I held on for a year, but I realized it was impossible, so after graduating I was told right away, please remove the mention of graduation from Vshojo, and I felt very sad and lonely. Even though we had been together for a long time, to be told that after graduating it hurt me. Anyway, I hope everyone finds happiness. Originally, since Natsuna had a lot of overseas listeners, after rating other people as expected, those listeners gradually drifted towards other EN girls who could speak English, unlike Natsuna, and it felt disappointing. There were times when I wondered suspiciously if the goal was Natsuna's overseas listeners, but I want to believe that's not this case. So from what I'm getting is, this is a Japanese ex-Vshojo member who got raided a lot by the other ones. I feel like this is missed in translation. I think Natsuna was the only Japanese VTuber for a year and she felt lonely. I think that's what it boils down to. Because Vshojo was hugely EN. And yeah. Is this Russia? I have no idea. Oh, it's actually Russia? Oh, okay. That's actually Russian. No, this isn't English. This was written in Japanese. This is auto-translated, but even the auto-translation seems a little bit off. Either way, she says Vshojo stole her EN audience because her English wasn't good. Yeah, that's... Okay, I see. So the big talents, the English talents would raid into her, and she wished they wouldn't because her English listeners would then graduate to the other talents because it was easier for them to understand English. And she was kind of felt left out of all of it because she was the only Japanese talent. She was hoping for Vshojo to add more Japanese talents, but yeah. Very unfortunate. Unfortunately, because of her drama, not many feel sympathy for her anymore, me included. That's fair. No, that's fair. Like, Russia has her own fucking story, man, but yeah. If I recall correctly, she was used as a marketing term, promptly ignored for anything else. Yeah, seems like she was just like an afterthought. I don't know. Either way, this is about where we are caught up with the general stuff from Vshojo. But wait! Of course there's more. Like, generally speaking, all of them left. A lot of them have already made their videos. KoAlan Kuru was having a live stream as I was going live and talking about it. We're gonna talk more about it. We're gonna talk about it more, don't worry.